All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to y'all, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. I just wanted to come back with another quick lesson, all right, about a man and his travels and his truth, all right, the straight gate, all right, this walk of faith, that we're walking, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, all right, and gaining experience, all right, and that experience, all right, manifesting itself in the wisdom, that's what we on this walk for, to gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and to ultimately be, for that to lead to salvation, all right, to be saved out of the impending destruction of what you people know as America, all right. And I'm going to get into the scriptures. It's Sirach 34. Sirach 34 and 9. It says, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. All right. A man that traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. You have to walk this walk of faith. It's not just like you see some of them other camps. It's just a seasonal thing, or you go on a scoffer's page and they know so much about the scriptures, they dropping little scriptures that they breaking down wrong. All right, but then you click on their page and it's nothing there. All right, they're not traveling. You know what I'm saying? They're not gaining the experience, all right, going through the ups and downs that a man of the Lord goes through in this truth. All right. And once again, when you walk in that walk, your ups and your downs turn to experience, and that experience ultimately turns into wisdom. And that's what you see brothers out there declaring on the street corners, all right? Wisdom. It says, he that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. All right, because how could you know something if you have no experience in it? That's why there's terms like novice and amateur in the world. All right, that's like, just for example, let's say you got a fighter that's fighting amateur fights, and he sees Floyd Mayweather and tries to give him tips and pointers. You an amateur. You haven't, you're not 50-0. You haven't walked this walk like I've walked it. Why would I listen to you? And that can be correlated directly into a scoffer. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of naysayer, or somebody, coming to you with a different doctrine. They haven't walked this walk. So why would I can't take advice from you. And that's in all facets of life. You don't take advice from somebody that you have way more experience than or something. If it's your first day on the job, do you go to the owner and tell him this is how his business should be ran? No. So what's the difference when you see the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect out there preaching the word, that you're going to come with your wayward doctrine and try to, try to correct the men of the Lord? You're going to look at you the same way, that someone who has more experience in you than anything is going to look at you. Like you crazy. The hell would I listen to you for? All right. It says, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. All right. Those are the men that you see on the corner, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right. Scriptures say that a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right. Y'all don't even foresee the evil, man. Go find a Muslim that's preaching about the end days, or a Baptist Christian that's preaching about the end days and anything except love, 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 Jesus, Jesus, and whatever. They're not prudent. They don't have any knowledge of anything to come, because they're living in the now. And the reason that they're living in the now is because they're sitting in one place. But a man that's traveling is not sitting in one place. He's on the move. So that's why you all are never taken seriously by someone who is in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because you ain't got no experience. Half the so-called Christians that you ask about the scriptures, well, what does this mean? I don't know. Well, I don't read my Bible like I should, but this is just what I think. This is Salat. It's verse 11. It says, when I traveled, I saw many things and I understood more than I can express. I understood more than I can express. Why is that? That's the travels. You seeing many things. Whether, your ups, downs, bumps in the road, all that. It all manifests in the wisdom at some point, in the truth, man. All right. But if you're sitting in one place, all right, you're not going to see many things. It says, when I travel, I saw many things. If you're sitting in that same stagnant doctrine, you're not seeing nothing. If you're a Muslim nation, FOI, there's so many crazy doctrines out there, But that's just the two that I always think of, Islam and Christianity, because Jake really wrapped up in that, But the point is, you're not gaining any experience by sitting in those stagnant doctrines. It's Romans 5:3. It says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. All right. So through your experience, you gain hope. All right. And hope is basically synonymous with faith. That's why Jake ain't got no faith. They haven't gained any experience. You haven't relied on Yahweh Shem Shai wholeheartedly and been delivered out of certain situations that help you gain faith. You don't have that. All you have is Jesus. Some white dude with rock star hair, or Allah, a big rock over there in the Middle East, kissing a rock and all that. That's why it's like you having no experience means you have no faith, because a man of the Lord, a hopeful elect member, has witnessed Yahweh Shem Shai save him many times. It may not be getting beamed up, into a chariot as of yet, Lord willing, but you've been in tight situations where man, that was the Lord that got me out of that, man. I ain't, might be a little nervous or something about a situation, and the Lord pluck you out of it. So the next time you in that situation, you ain't even nervous. That's experience. And through that experience comes the faith, man. And that's why y'all don't have no faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Just a whole bunch of idols, I'm going to hop back to Sirach. This is Sirach 1:6. It says, to whom hath the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsels? Unto whom hath the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and to who have understood her great experience? It's a walk, man. It's not just you're going to wake up and gain wisdom one day. You gain it through being prudent and going through things and gaining faith. All right, experience turns into hope, man. And, hope is faith, man. So that's what you so-called Christians and Muslims and all of that, man. That's what y'all lacking. Experience in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, which ultimately turns into hope and faith, man. It's Sirach 36:20. A froward heart causeth heaviness, but a man of experience will recompense him. A man of experience, all right? The froward heart, meaning the perverse heart, all right? The proud, you know what I mean? Only a man of experience will recompense him, all right? Reprove him, rebuke him, all right? Because you've walked the walk. Maybe you've been in that position before, all right? Of the froward. We all have, But a man of experience is always going to reign supreme as it pertains to wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai, because he's experiencing it. He's not just sitting on a comment board talking shit. He's not just, walking every time he see you at camp. He got, looking at you a certain way, or he got something to say. He's not doing it like that. All right. He's doing what is required of him in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and that is to preach the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, not just to be a cheerleader or somebody on the bench yelling some shit, man. You know what I mean? So I hope that video was edifying. Now I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to you hopeful elect that's pushing the word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.